Good morning. Good morning. Hi. If you're a Black woman who actually believes that lazy is a four-letter word and that hard work pays off and that you're designed to be a hard worker, or Black people are like crabs in a barrel, this video is for you. We're going to talk today about the lies and the limiting beliefs that are keeping Black women from embracing ease, the lies and the limiting beliefs that are making your life harder as a Black woman. This is what we're talking about today. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie Perry, and I'm a house sitter. Although I'm not house sitting right now, I just finished a house sit on Sunday. I'm still in Costa Rica, though, so that counts. I'm still in exotic Costa Rica. I'm in San Jose, which is just a city. And I'm a house sitter. I'm the creator of House Sitter School, the co-creator of Exodus Summit, and I help Black women embrace ease by house sitting, by taking a career break or a sabbatical, by moving abroad, by bopping around as a nomad. If any of these things sound good to you, please hit the subscribe button on this channel. Subscribe, please. Right there in the hit the button. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And then also you'll want to turn on notifications or ring the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I do a live stream, when I upload a new video, when I have some special guests. Welcome. All right. Welcome. And welcome, friends. How's everybody? How's everybody? Hi, Rashida. Hi, Seventh. Hey, Rob. Hey, Pinky. Hey, Mimi. Hi, Valerina. Everybody doing good today? We're going to talk about some lies and some limiting beliefs. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a life coach. Okay, let me start there. I'm a house sitter. I put it in the title of the video. Okay, I'm a house sitter, but I'm a house sitter who knows how to do as little as possible, right? Who knows how to embrace ease in my life, and who knows that I was not put on this earth to be a hard worker. And I will not be satisfied until you know the same things about yourself, until you know how wonderful ease feels, how much how much more life you get to live when everything is not a struggle, when you embrace and accept the things that flow to you easily. So that's what I would love to talk about today. We're closing out 2023. Moving into a new year, this is naturally a time when we start thinking about, right, how do we design a year that's going to feel good to us? And so I wanted to talk about this today. I've got 5 lies. I'm gonna tell you now. And then I have a couple, you know how I do. I like certain numbers. I use the number 5. I actually have written down 6, okay? But we're gonna talk about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. And then some of you in the chat will have some other lies, some other limiting beliefs that you have struck down or that you're currently working on so that you can embrace ease in your life. So your life is not harder, but easier. So there's more flow in your life, okay? Number 1 lie, hard work pays off, right? Or that we are here to be a hard worker. That's really, really hard for some Black women to let go of, okay? Number 2, that lazy is a 4-letter word, okay? I mean, it's a 4-letter word, but it's also a good word. We don't have to feel any type of way about the word lazy. We don't need to spend our lives running from the lazy label. Number 3, that Black people are like crabs in a barrel, right? Or that success is a zero-sum game. I'm a witness that that's not true. I'm a witness. This whole community right here is a witness that that's not true. We've just seen some women. We have some good mornings on the screen already. Hello, Krishan from Blackset Global. Hey, Rashida. We have some hellos from women already who would be considered competition, competitors. And they're here kicking it, right? They're YouTubers, they're travel people, they're career break people, they're coaches. And what are they doing? They're here in community with us. So the Black people, if you have that limiting belief that Black people are like crabs in a barrel, or in general, that success is a zero-sum game. When somebody gets something, I don't get that thing. That's a limiting belief that will keep you working hard, keep you in struggle, and keep you away from ease. That was number 3. Number 4, a bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush. This is a thing that I've heard my entire life. A bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush, which you have. is better than going after something else. Nope. It's a lie. Lies, okay? Number five, I put you have to do it by yourself, right? If it, I don't know. I need a better way to break that down, but you know what I'm saying. That things need to be done alone if you want them done right. I guess that's it. If you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. That's number five. Also, number six, nothing in the world is free. There are free things, and there should be free things in the world. Some things in this life should be free. The nothing in the world is free is not an indication of what life really is. It's not an indication of reality. It's just an indication of our current situation. Everything in the world we designed, we made it up. And we can make up a way where things in life are free, right? Good morning, good morning. How's everybody? Anything new that we need to catch up on? Hi guys. Hey Krishan, our Black Utopia. Hey friends. Hey Evelyn. Hey Dr. Donna. Hey Chuckarette. Hey Ms. V. Eternal Abundance. Everybody. Okay, so I guess we'll just get into, well, no, first let me tell you what I think a limiting belief is. This is when you're going to find out that I'm not a therapist. If you didn't know, now you're going to know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not even a life coach. I'm not a person who is, this is my specialty. I'm a person who has done this for myself. I'm a house sitter, right? But I'm a person who has looked at some of my own limiting beliefs, some of the lies that I believed, and was like, I don't want to believe that anymore. And I don't want to live like I believe that anymore. That's where I'm coming from. Okay? So, what is a limiting belief? It's a lie that you believe that dictates, or yeah, dictates how you move through the world. It's just a lie. A limiting belief is just something that you believe, whether it's true or not. It's probably not true. That determines actions that you take or don't take in your life, and keep you from full abundance, full expansive living, right? I want to live a life of abundance. I want to tear the roof off of my life, off of what's possible. I want all things possible for me. And the limiting beliefs, stop that. The limiting beliefs keep you from those things. The limiting beliefs box you in, box us in. I think that's it. We live according to our beliefs, whether they're expansive or limited, and they can really box us in to a life or a way of doing things. And so we just want to break them down. We just want to sit and listen to our minds, listen to what we're saying to ourselves on repeat, and decide if it's the truth. Octavia Rahim says, if it doesn't feel like, what did she say in the thing? If it doesn't feel like freedom, if it doesn't feel like liberation, it's a lie. If it's boxing you in, it's a lie. Because the real way is freedom. The real way is liberation. The real way is abundance, right? Things that keep us from that are lies. They're limiting beliefs. Okay, did anyone give us a better somebody here, give us a better definition of a limiting belief, okay? It's a lie that you believe that dictates how you operate in your life, how you move through the world. My limiting beliefs were, I've said this a lot, okay? All through my 20s and 30s, I believed everyone got to be a mother but me. I used to say to myself when I found out somebody was having a baby, I'd be like, everybody but you, right? I had a real limiting belief. That's extreme, but we do smaller things too. But every time in my head, I would say to myself, everybody but you, right? And I really believed it. I really entirely believed that everybody got this good thing. Everybody got this thing that I wanted. I was never going to get it. It wasn't for me, and that's that on that. Roshni, hi. Glamazini is Roshni, hi. A limiting belief is a perceived fence that you live in. That's good. That's good. It's a good way to visualize it, right? Because the fence isn't even there. It's not a real fence. You've put that fence around yourself, but you can just walk out of it. It's not real. Erica De Niro TV. Hi, Erica. Something you believe is true and is restricting you from taking action towards what you want, what you really want. Okay? Everybody, we're clear on what a limiting belief is. There may be a more psychiatric term, a more official term. I don't know it. Okay? This is what I know. Okay, anybody want to share a limiting belief that you have struck down? You, we all believe some things, right? There's an idea out there that like some people have faith in a thing and some people don't. Everybody's got faith. Everybody's got faith. Some people's faith is just about what they don't want, right? Some people worship and religiousized, I made that word up, the stuff they don't want in their life instead of what they do want, right? So when some people see other people operating out of faith, right, moving towards the things that they want in their lives, even if they're not really exactly sure how it's going to work out or if they're going to get it or whatever, some people say that, well, they have faith. I don't have faith that this is going to work. You do have faith. You have faith that it's not going to work. That's still faith. And it's still driving you. I need to put some lip gloss on. Okay, y'all know I'm vain. Okay, so I feel like give me a vanity break. Okay, give me a break. Use that. Now I don't like it. That's still faith. Some of us worship the things we don't want. That limiting belief is worship of religiousizing, making a religion out of what you don't want in your life. Some of the women who are like, black women can't be together. It's always this, black women are so this and black women are, they've made a religion out of what they don't want. Everybody's operating on their faith. Everybody's operating on their beliefs. It's just some of us are operating out of the beliefs going towards the stuff we want. Some of us are fixated on what we don't want. Okay? All right, okay, so number one, I'm looking at my notebook, but my notes are on the screen. Number one, limiting belief that keeps black women from embracing ease from a house sitter's point of view, okay, is that hard work pays off. And I put these together because my list was too long. And these are two different beliefs, but they're also the same. And that you're here to be a hard worker. Yeah. No. There's nobody else in the world who feels like they were put on earth to be a hard worker. You don't hear white women saying that. You don't hear Asian people saying, "Oh, but my life is, yeah, I'm here to be a hard worker." No, you don't. You hear black people, in particular black women, being praised for being a hard worker over everything else, to the exclusion of everything else, to exclusion of our physical health, our mental wellness, our families, not our family, but to the exclusion of our families, like to actually knowing our family, actually knowing our kids, our parents, our siblings, actually knowing the people, right? Those relationships are being sacrificed so that we can be a hard worker. I know I was not put on this earth to be a hard worker. That was never in question in my life. But I do know people who believe that. I was never going to be a hard worker. It was just never going to be me. Okay? Okay? But what I do know is that hard work does not pay off. Some things pay off. Strategy pays off. Community pays off. Having connections and networks, those things pay off. But just grinding, it does not pay off. I don't care. Right? I see always, Amina, hi Amina. Amina says does not always pay off. I'm saying it does not pay off. I don't even mean always. I mean, it does not pay off. Doing the hard work, doing the hardest thing, picking the hardest path never pays off. Take shortcuts, do the easy thing, get your network behind you or beside you or in front of you, right? Hard work is solo, is without the resources that other people have, without the tools that other people have, without the advantages and the strategies. Find your advantages and use your advantage. Use them. There are people today who are like, well, here's an advantage that I have in my life, but I don't want to use it because other people don't have it. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Hard work does not pay off. Do Be strategic. These people out here, these white people out here are being strategic. This week I was reminded of a conference that I went to. It was for either black women or black and brown women. And one of the speakers in the conference, after her session was over, she said, "This is my first time ever speaking." She did a good job. I don't even remember what she talked about. It was something relatively technical about, I don't know, about business. It's like something business related. And she said, "This is my first time speaking." She said, "I went to a conference really not too long ago, and a white dude who was the speaker said, 'Yeah, I heard that they were looking for speakers for this conference. So I went and Googled how to do XYZ and then proposed a talk on how to do XYZ, right?" And she was like, "No more am I going to sit back and say I'm not qualified." That white man taught her a lesson that day, right? He didn't know anything about the subject. He just wanted to be paid to speak in front of that audience, make the connections and the network, that was going to come from being in front of that audience. And so he got on the Google, and and today he probably, if it was today, he would have used ChatGPT, right? Got on the Google, outlined a talk and delivered a talk and got paid for the talk. And then got a whole bunch of, what happens when you're a speaker at places is that you become the authority in that thing. Got a whole bunch of authority from delivering that talk on a subject he didn't know the week before. So she was like, "I'm a speaker now. I go out and I talk my talk now." Hard work, believing that you have to take the hard path on things, the slower path, slow and steady growth, is a lie. It's a lie. So I've told you before that Myron Golden is a person whose videos I listen to about money. Okay, so I'm about to tell you a thing that he always says. I'm not saying Myron Golden is a good person and that you would like his videos. I need to say that every time, all right? I say that. Myron Golden, Tony Robbins, I'm not convinced, okay? But I have learned from them. And he says that what we want is get rich quick. We want to get rich quick. A person who makes $25,000 a year for 40 years has made $1 million, right? 25 times 40 is $1 million, but nobody would call them wealthy. Whereas a person who makes that $25,000 in 40 over every week for 40 weeks, we call them wealthy or rich or a millionaire or whatever, right? We actually do want to get rich quick. Your belief in things having to be slow to be worth it, to be right, is holding you back. We actually do want to get rich quick because you can make the same amount of money over a much more prolonged period of time. It's not helpful. It's not that helpful. Nobody's dreaming about a $25,000 year, right? That belief in hard work is that belief in hard work is holding us back. Hi, Natasha. Natasha says, "I'm telling the billionaire secrets. I watched Top 10 Billionaires documentary and they did not work hard." They didn't work hard. They took advantage of their advantages. So a lot of them, some of them started with an economic advantage, right? But they also had advantages of the people, the networks that they have, the advantage of being seen as the person who does that thing, right? Those are advantages. Take advantage of them, use them, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to preface every time I say that, those names. I'm going to preface those things. Okay. I generally don't recommend people go to white men or white people in general for things, and men in general, white people and men in general. I'm going to give a disclaimer every time. Okay. I'm going to give a disclaimer every time. All right. Seriously, I'm so serious about that. The idea that hard work is the way is a limiting belief. It's not true. As a person who has worked hard to make $46,000 a year and worked less hard to make 5 and 6 and 7 times that, I know it's true for me. Okay. My example is anecdotal, but when you add in everybody else's examples, it's the truth. Okay. So if when I say it alone, maybe you don't believe it. But when you hear enough people tell you they're making more money while doing easier work, less work, one day you will also believe that. And it's going to open up the doors for you, right? It's going to open up what's possible for you. Ms. Cookie, I agree with this. I agree with this. College is for networking and connecting. I agree with that. So that's why I'm not anti-college, even though I could be. It would make sense for me to be a person who's like, don't waste your time on college. What you're going to get out of college that you're not going to get elsewhere is those connections, right? Those connections. Those people will follow you for the rest of your life. I agree. That's why, though, I would recommend going abroad. Go to free college. Go to free college. It's 2020, it's almost 2024. There are very little few professions where the college degree is worth the effort anymore. But the worth the money, I mean money, where it's worth the money in the US anymore. But go to a place where they have free college. And yes, they have free and very reasonably priced college in Europe, in Latin America. Oh, who said that? In Panama, medical school, the public medical school. Roxanne and Mary Goff, who live in Panama, who are Black women from the US who live in Panama. Medical school in Panama is something like $100 a semester in a private school. Was that right? Are either one of you here? Right? Find the easiest way. So if college is a thing that you want, undergrad, grad school, a doctorate, if that's a thing that you want, do it the easier way. Even doing something that's going to be hard. I'm writing a book. It's hard. I'm still doing it the easier way. I got coaches, I got help, I got support, right? I got a researcher, right? Doing research so I don't have to look things up. I can just write my book. What is the easier way? Hard work, doing things the hardest way does not pay off. And I don't mean usually. I mean it does not pay off. Right? So there are some places where we need college, right? Or graduate school or whatever. You can still do it an easier way. The hardest path does not pay off. There is no reward. There is no compensation. There are no bonuses for you doing things the hard way. So what is the easiest way to get what you want? I think one of the easiest ways, we've talked about this before, this is not related to today's topic, but one of the easiest ways to get what you want is to get clear on, do you actually want the thing or do you want the feeling of the thing? Do you want the benefits of the thing, right? I'm a house sitter. Do I want to own a home or do I want a pool, right? I don't actually want to own a home. I just want to be able to wake up and go swimming every morning. Oh, that's house sitting, right? Do you want the PhD or do you want people to treat you with respect? Do you want the nonprofit or do you want to be a helpful contributing person in the world? Do you want the work that comes with the thing? Or do you just want what you perceive as the rewards and the feeling of the thing? Most of the stuff that you think you want, you can get that same feeling a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. Okay, I need to drink some water. In our everyday lives, we see it's true that the person who works harder gets paid the least, right? It's true on your job. It's true on every job I've ever had. But it's really hard for us to let go of the idea that hard work is the way, even though we see it, right? We see it in our everyday lives. Luxury bucket list. Mine is also anecdotal. Your example of working less hard for more money, right? You put enough anecdotes together, I believe you have reality. I think you get enough anecdotal evidence together, then it's just evidence, right? Enough anecdotal evidence together makes it just evidence. Let's see, who are we talking about? Who do you mean? Let's see. The body electric supplement. I was on a different businesswoman doing a live the other day. A young black woman in her 30s telling her not to give business advice to grow their business. I'm missing it. I'm missing something. People don't want, well, I don't know. I don't get it. We really think, well, so we also believe, this is another one I'm adding to the list. Okay. We also believe that we're exceptional and our situations are exceptional for good and for bad. And so we don't believe necessarily that what works for someone else will work for us when, like, we're all human, we're all animals. We're all animals. So the belief that I'm writing this down, but I'm exceptional is not help. It's not serving you. It's not serving you. The belief that, well, it worked for her, but it won't work for me because I'm such an exception. Girl, get over yourself. You're a human person. It's not exceptional. You're not exceptional. I'm not, nothing I've done is because I'm exceptional. No part of my life is because I'm exceptional. There's getting rid of that belief. Oh, we're moving, we're jumping. Okay, getting rid of that belief also will help you. Some of us started out thinking we were exceptional in a good way, but that's really harmful. The belief that you're exceptional in school, for example, leads you to misdiagnosing your successes. You think this is the book called Grit. I learned this in the book called Grit, Grit. When you think you're smarter, you believe you're exceptional, and you diagnose your successes as being related to you being smart, not to the effort you put in. And therefore, when you come into, it's really hard to do new things because you have to always be seen as smart. You have to always be seen as a person who can do things, not as a person who is learning how to do things. I see this in my YouTube challenge. I coach women on YouTube, and the women who are guaranteed to drop out and not make a video, even though they've paid to join the challenge and make a video, are women who have some sort of label that makes them believe that they are exceptional. And they've carried this label through their life. Maybe they were gifted. Maybe they were a prodigy in something. But when they come up against something hard, instead of knowing that I can learn how to do this just like I learned how to do everything else, she gives up. Rages first. I've had women rage at me because I could do something, me, the pharmacy technician, could do something that they, the judge, I've had like judges and exceptional women in their lives, right, could not do. They couldn't figure out how to record a YouTube video. but they're so exceptional. I'm so basic, normal, regular, right? Which are labels that I embrace. I'm a regular Black woman. And they could not handle it, lost their minds on calls with me. We had, Rashida and I had one inside of the Get Your Next Three Clients Challenge as well. Just could not get over the fact that somebody who is regular could do something that somebody who is exceptional, could not do. Get over yourself. You're a human person who eats food and poops it out your butt. Right? You're also a human person who has learned everything you know how to do. You can learn something else. The woman who wrote Grit, her premise is that what got you eh, those labels are doing more harm than good to you. Just let them go. Let them go. Let go of the exceptional. Let go of the Black excellence. Let go of it. Be your regular self and allow yourself to struggle, to fail. I don't mean struggle. Allow yourself to fail at some stuff. Allow yourself to try some things, some new things. Allow yourself to be bad at some stuff. Set you free. It will set you free. I'm really behind on the chat. I'm just doing a mega scroll. So Sonia, people don't like this. People bump up against this all the time. Everyone, sure, if everyone is exceptional, then no one is exceptional. I submit that you are not exceptional, and holding on to the idea that you're exceptional is holding you back. I know you women who feel exceptional are terrified of failing, terrified of living your life of your dreams. You're terrified because you don't want other people to see you floundering. I know this. I know it. You're not, nobody's going to convince me otherwise. That exceptional label is holding you back. Let it go. Be yourself, a self who does things, who messes up, who fails, who tries, who learns, who grows. I know, I know. I know enough Black women. I've done enough coaching. I've had enough calls on phones with friends. I've had enough meals across the table to know that you exceptional women are boxed in. Burn that box. Get out of it. We are humans. We learn and we grow. And when you look at someone else and you say, how she do that, right? That's a sign that you think you're exceptional and you're in a box. I know it. You're in a box. That Black Cat 15, I've seen it before, even in school. I was in honors chemistry in high school, and the second things got hard, everybody panicked. Everybody panicked. I've had women, I had a judge. I'm going to say it because I doubt she's even watches me anymore. I had a judge come into my YouTube challenge, and in the call with everybody else, she's like, I can't believe you can do it and I can't do it. Okay. She's going through something. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist or a counselor, but she was going through something. So I'm like, okay, let's talk after the call. And she could not get over the fact that her exceptional self was struggling to learn how to do something. She couldn't get over it. I've had this happen more than once. I've seen this more than once. You're not exceptional. Appreciate it. Be grateful. Be grateful. And learn how to learn. Learn how to fail. Get yourself out of that exceptional box. Okay. I know this like I know my name. I've had enough conversations. I went to some I went to some programs. I know some exceptional Black women, right? I went to summer science programs at the Ohio State University, and I went to a summer science program at Morehouse, actually, but we stayed on Spelman. It was the last time that they had a co-ed summer science program, as far as I know, right? I know some exceptional chicks, right? And it took them years to dismantle that part of their identity and embrace being a person who has to learn things, a person who can fail, who's allowed to do things and fail and live their real life. I've seen each and every one of them. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them, right? I've got friends with chemistry PhDs. I got a friend with a chemistry PhD who's about to direct a Broadway. She's an assistant. She's not even the director. She's the assistant director of a show that's opening on Broadway. Had to dismantle some things. Had to unexceptionalize herself to live her life, the life of her dreams, to live her real life. Had to let go of what other people were going to say, what other people would think, to live her life. Okay, I know. I know. And it's exhausting. Okay? Shanitra says, and it's exhausting, right? Word up psychotherapy, exceptionalism. Okay, so you see psychotherapy in her title. Okay, so she's an authority. I be talking about what I see out in the world. This is from an authority. Exceptionalism is connected to perfectionism, which always, you see the A word, always leads to a brick wall of low self-confidence. Okay, that's a psychotherapist. Okay. Now will you believe me? I'm gonna read it one more time. Exceptionalism is connected to perfectionism, which always leads to a brick wall of low self-confidence. If you don't want the rest of your life dictated to you by low self-confidence, fear of judgment, and doubt, you've got to dismantle the idea that you're exceptional. I mean it. I mean it. I don't even know. Let's look at this. I got to get back on the list. Let me get back on the list. I know it, okay? I want you to live your dreams. I don't know how many ways I got to tell you that. I get to live my dreams. I'm living my dreams. And we're not going to be here forever. How much longer are you going to let that box you in? There's a whole you on the other side of expectations of others and perfectionism and Black excellence. Okay? Transition to tech. Doctorate holder and other title holder. You know my people well. I do. And I have seen these same women shut all that stuff down, reject it, and live out their dreams. It's not too late. If you woke up this morning, it's not too late. One day you will wake up dead, okay? But it's not too late to reject Black excellence and live your life, okay? Oh, M. Jen says, people build their identities on those labels. When you thrive without the label, people get upset at you. I've seen it. I've seen it where I'm like, girl, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Calm down, Your Honor. Take a breath, Your Honor. Okay, all right. So we skipped from number 1 to number 7. We're only supposed to have 5 anyway, okay? Hard work pays off, a lie. But I'm exceptional, a lie. Okay, we've covered 2 of 7. So we still have the same number. We still have 5 to go. Lazy is a 4-letter word, a lie. I mean, lazy, it is a 4-letter word, but it ain't bad. Embrace it. Now lazy is a thing that I can understand if you want to relabel it as something else, right? Which is why I say ease, because some of you will never, never like the word lazy. Okay, I say ease, also a 4-letter word. All right, but I guess these go hand in hand. 1 and 2 is the same. Hard work pays off, and lazy is a 4-letter word. They go together. They're the same point. They're the same point. So maybe we do still have 5. They're the same point. Just like there's no glory in doing things the hard way, there's ease in doing things the easier way. What is ease? Ease is flow and peace of mind. You can bang your head up against the hardest thing, right? Or you can go with the flow. As a person who's naturally a go with the flow person, I like it. I know people struggle, Libras, Virgos, Taurus. Y'all struggle with going with the flow. You have to be in control, Aries, right? You have to be in control of things. But take a word from your Cancer and Pisces and Scorpio friends and learn to go with the flow. That flow, there's ease there and there's peace of mind there. There's rest there, right? What is the easiest path? What is the easiest way? What is the easiest thing? Okay, good. All right. I'm looking back and I'm still up a little further in the chat. I'm glad. Okay. Sometimes I'll be like, am I yelling? Y'all don't come here on Saturday mornings to be yelled at. Okay. So I started sweating and everything. Okay, but I'm glad that you're with me. You're with me. Okay. A lot of you who are leaving comments here, right, are women who are on the other side of that exceptionalism, of that perfectionism, of that Black excellence. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, Tracy, you'll forever be living on someone else's terms. When you're exceptional, when you're into exceptionalism, when you're into Black excellence, when you're into that, you are always going to be living on someone else's terms. You will never live your life. It's not your life until you reject that. Okay, all right. Okay, good. I'm glad y'all like me. Okay, I'm like, that wasn't in my notes. Like, it's early Saturday morning. Don't nobody want you yelling at them, Stephanie. Okay, calm down. Calm down. All right. Yes, Miss Tina, a lot of these narratives are rooted in white supremacy. Absolutely. It's all fruit of the slavery tree is how I put it. It's all in the idea that we have to do more to get less, that we are less deserving, and therefore we have to do more to get something. It's all rooted in the white supremacist ideology. It's all fruit of the slavery tree. It's all capitalism. That's what capitalism is, right? We were the capital. we we were the capital. And now we're trying to win in a system where we were the capital. We're trying to operate as the whatever the other thing is in I don't know enough about the economic systems. We're trying to operate as the whatever. Well, we were this system was designed for us to be the capital. Capitalism, what I do know is capitalism did not exist. Capitalism, right, things were feudal in Europe. In the Americas with the Native North Americans, with indigenous people, they had their own systems of operation, which were what we would probably call, some were more socialist, right? Cooperative, right? And then Europeans invented capitalism through slavery, right? We were never going to win. We were never going to win. Like, we were the capital. Another thing. Okay, I don't know enough about this to talk about it right. I need to read some books. But that's what I do know. I do know that. Okay? Okay. All right. All right. So, what did I say? Number 2, lazy, not a 4-letter word. I think that goes very well with number 1, so maybe that's 1. All right, number 3, limiting belief that is keeping Black women from embracing ease. Or number 3, limiting belief that means Black women's lives are harder. Is that Black people are like crabs in a barrel. Get rid of that. Stop saying that. Stop saying it and stop living like it. More importantly, stop living like that. What the way things are in your life and out in the world is the way we've made it. We as everyone, right? It's not only Black people alone are not responsible for the way Black people have to operate in the world, right? But everything is the way we made it. And if we don't want it to be like that, we have to make a new way. We do that here, right? We do that here. I started out by telling you that there are some women here, right here this morning in this chat, in community with us, who, if Black people really were like crabs in a barrel, would not be here, or at least wouldn't be saying good morning, right? They'd be like, what's she talking about today, right? Wouldn't be participating in the community, right? If Black people were like crabs in a barrel, this community wouldn't exist. This channel wouldn't exist. The things that we do out in the world, in the real world, wouldn't exist. Our meetups wouldn't be happening. So stop saying it and stop living like it. Both of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Stop. Okay. I have been very fortunate in my life that I haven't had to experience all of that. I haven't experienced that. And so I'm aware again that my examples are anecdotal, but when you put enough anecdotal evidence together, you just have evidence, okay? So I think that this community alone is evidence that we're not like crabs in a barrel, right? That success is not a zero-sum game. That to win, somebody does not have to lose. Not if we say that's not how it works. We decide the world that we live in and how we engage with it and how we move through it. We decide. Together, this community of Black women have decided that we put our money together and we give it to other Black women, right? We've decided that we talk out loud. We share what we know. We share our expertise. When we have a win, we share our win, and then we share how we got that win. That's what we've decided to do here. So we're not crabs in a barrel. So we're not going to keep saying that. I don't want to hear that in 2024. Listen, I am aware that I've had some very fortunate experiences in my life. I got interviewed by a woman from Marie Claire the other day. I think it was a week ago. It's hard to remember. No, it was maybe this week. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to make it into the story because what I was talking about was she was talking to me about house sitting, but her story is a little different. It's not really. She may have to do a different story about house sitting later. I hope. If you're watching, call me back anytime. Call me anytime. But she was asking like, what is it that makes it easy for you to trust going into strangers' homes? And I was like, oh, well, because I've been welcomed in places all over from childhood, right? When I was a kid, we moved to a new place and boom, new friends. At church, anyway, the school people, I've told you this, the white kids at school were not the nicest. But at church, right, boom, new friends. So I am aware that I've had privileges, I've had experiences that may be, I'm not going to call them outliers, but are not everybody's experience. Okay? But the fact that my experience exists is evidence that it's a real thing, right? That Black people are not crabs in a barrel. Okay? So we're going to stop saying it and we're going to stop acting like it. Open up your fist. Stop gripping all the money in your fist. Open up your fist and let that flow happen. Let things flow through you just like they flow to you. Yeah. I'm getting you. Hello, Halisi from Our Black Utopia. I think I called you Krishana earlier today. Hi, Halisi. Halisi and Rick. Hi to both of y'all. I choose to consider everyone an ally until proven wrong. That's right. Well, Black women. That's how I see Black women, right? We on the same side until you tell me we're not. Now, anybody else? No. Okay? Anybody else? No. All right? Oh, look. So we share what we know, and that is evidence that we're not crabs in a barrel. So look, Deidre Yvette, thank you so much for sharing your journey. Because of you, I started Trusted House Sitters. It's been a blessing in my life living as a single Black female in Southern California. Continued blessings to you. Thank you. Sharing what you know out on the internet, right? Give somebody else a win, somebody you don't even know. Thank you for sharing that, Deidre, because I wouldn't have known. Thank you. Sharing your stuff out in the world gives people wins you don't even know. That's not crabs in a barrel. That's not zero-sum game. Okay, so that's the limiting belief. If you've said that at all in the last 2 years, please take some time before we move into the new year and deconstruct that limiting belief. Now, how do you do that? I don't know. I'm here to give you a list of things to work on. The work is up to you and your therapist. Okay? I don't have that information. Open your hands, open up the fist. That's right. That's right. Okay? All right. That was number two. Number three. Where are we at? Number three. Crabs in a barrel. Stop saying it and stop living like it. Okay? Number four, a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. The idea of that what you have, you hold on to what you have because what you have is better than hoping for trying to go get something else. Not if what you have you don't even want. A lot of people, not just Black women, a lot of people spend time in their lives holding on to something that you don't even want in the first place. Holding on to relationships, holding on to jobs, holding on to a country, holding on to hair and a hairstyle, holding on for dear life to something you don't want in the first place. Let go. Go after them two birds in the bush. If you really want them, you might really enjoy the process of getting to them more than you enjoy holding on to something. Sometimes the journey towards a thing, even if you fail, the journey to it is more enjoyable than the thing that you already have. Sometimes the journey towards what you really want, oh, I said sometimes. Let me cross that out. The journey towards what you really want is more enjoyable than holding on for dear life to the stuff you don't even want. Journeys are wonderful. It's been really nice to be on a journey towards some things in my life. There's joy there and there's happiness there, right? Again, Tony Robbins, I don't know if he's a good person, okay? But he said happiness is hope plus progress. He ain't saying nothing about no bird in the hand. Nobody, there's no happiness scripture or quote that you can give me where that says hold on to what you have even if you don't want it. Ain't no point in pursuing something better. I've not seen that anywhere. But that's how we live our lives. We do live our lives like the, well, what I got to keep what I got. Not if you don't want it. There is joy in pursuing what you do want for yourself, even if you don't get it. Even if I never get my own yacht. This has been fun. It's been fun. Some of us undervalue the fun and the joy of the process. I can't get my shirt straight. Now every time I look at it, it's all lopsided and look. Lopsided and crooked. I guess I need to go to crew necks. I need to move over to crew necks. Tico put almost the final nail in my necklace's coffin. This necklace has been broken for quite a while, and Tico the cat that I house sat for until just a few days ago kind of broke the necklace even more, but I'm still hanging in there. I get to Miami January 7th, and so I get to do a little quick shopping stop on my way to Grenada. And I found this Palestinian-owned company called Nominal. Is it Nominal? Nominal. They have some gold-plated necklaces. So I'm going to try to time it. I'm going to try to buy the necklace, have it delivered to me at the hotel in Miami, even though I'm only there for 24 hours. Is that not smart? Or who's in Miami? Who's near the Miami airport? Can I get my stuff delivered to your house and you bring it to me at the airport? Somebody. No, I'm not locking my hair. I just put it in some two-strand twists, and I do this regularly, and I leave it in for quite a while. No. Chelsea's back on the earlier part. Calm down, Your Honor. I was like, this lady, I'm never going to see her again. I knew, like, there's no doubt in my mind that she has never watched another video of mine. She's never come to another thing of mine, no doubt, because she could not get over the fact that my regular self could do something her exceptional self could not do. I had to learn how to do it. You have to learn how to do it. I learned how to do it by doing it in public, failing in public, practicing in public, showing my work, right? I had to do that. I had to show my work. And things are working out. I got better and better. Anyway, we don't want to go back there, okay? Um, so can we get rid of the crabs in the barrel? Can we get rid of the bird in the hand beats two in the bush? Because you didn't want that bird to begin with. You don't even want that bird. Go after what's in the bush. It's really enjoyable. It's really enjoyable. I think. That's what I think. I love to see Black women going after their dreams. It's amazing. And then live it, even if you don't get to live it. Like, seriously, the pursuit of the dream is that's liberation and that's freedom, right? Black power is you having agency over your life. That's Black power. That's Black power. You being in control of your life. You taking the steering wheel and living your life for you. That's Black power. Your agency is Black power. I love that. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. Did anybody in Miami? Nobody's in Miami? Okay. Well, I don't see. Well, I don't see it. The bird in your hand is dead anyway. You squeezed it. So afraid of losing it, you squeeze it anyway. It's Miami. I'll only be in Miami January 7th. I leave Costa Rica on the 7th, and my layover is the 7th to the 8th. I'm flying to Grenada, and I have almost 24 hours, I think, in Miami. It may not be 24 hours, but I know it's like I get to Miami daytime, and my flight is the next morning. So it's not a Miami trip per se, it's just a stopover, and I chose the longest layover so that I could get to Target, and that's all. And now I want to order a necklace to get there from Nominal. So I'm gonna keep scrolling because maybe somebody in Miami did raise her hand. I don't see, now I'm on a third party called Ecamm Live. I'm on a third party app. And so maybe you're watching the replay. Hello, friends in the future. Email me. I'm so serious about this. I really want a new necklace at vicarious.com. And I really would like to order from this Palestinian owned lady, this Palestinian lady. And so I want to order. It's gold. It's a gold plated. She doesn't have solid gold, but I don't know that I'm in the solid gold budget range anyway. They're beautiful. They're in my budget. So let me know. Oh, South Beach. Is that okay? Is that near the airport? And would you want me? Would you, if it's okay, if I order something and have it sent to your house, and you know that on the 7th of January you can meet me either in my hotel or somewhere at a restaurant or something and bring it to me, then email me, please, Stephanie at vicarious.com. Okay? So serious, okay? If you can't do it, no problem, okay? Because just because you're in South Beach doesn't mean that you can come on the 7th and bring me something. But if it can't, and doesn't mean that you want me to know your address and send stuff to your house. It's probably just going to be a necklace, maybe a necklace and a ring. Okay, let me know. All right. Okay. Okay, yes, because Girls Gap girl says she's in South Florida, but she's gonna be out of town then. Yeah, we got think we be moving. We be on the move. We be on the move. Yes. Yeah, I'm boy. Oh, look, I don't play about winter. I actually am gonna have to be. I think I'm gonna have to experience winter weather the very last of January, 1st of February. It's upsetting. It's upsetting. I'm already like trying to figure out how to do things. First of all, I don't think I fit my winter coat. So I'm probably going to actually have to buy a coat, another coat. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Or I could just pray for better weather. Pray for it to be at least in the 60s, get up to the 60s in January, which is not impossible in Delaware. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. All right. How did we do on here? Did we finish the bird in the hand, beast two in the bush? Anybody have anything to say about that? Okay, Jay speaks. Hi. If you're available January 7th to bring some things to me at my airport hotel or meet me near the airport at a restaurant or something, we can eat. Yeah, we can eat. If either one of you are available, email me, Stephanie@vicarious.com. Target is the thing. Target, I miss Target and Wawa. It's hard. And when I usually miss Wendy's, but lately Wendy's in the U.S. has been doing me wrong. So she may no longer. So I'll be like, people. I'll be like, oh, I went to my sister's for dinner, and I'm talking about Wendy's. Wendy's is my girl, but in the U.S. she's been doing me wrong, so I don't miss her as much now. But Target, could we just get one in Latin America? Like one Target. Australia has Target. Is the thing that I did enjoy about Australia. Australia has Target. I'd be like, can we get one in Latin America? Panama would be nice, right? If you're going to go to Panama to shop anyway, can we get a Target in Panama? So yeah, I don't mind. Listen, that long layover, when I see every time I fly from Costa Rica to somewhere, I'll be like, how long can I stay in Miami? Because I want that Target run, right? I need some stuff. I need some stuff. No, Adelia says Target's supposed to be expanding to Mexico. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Listen, it's going to make life so much better. Being able to fly into a Target in Mexico is going to make life so much better for me in Costa Rica because it's really a problem. The lack of shopping in San Jose, Costa Rica is really a problem. I'm going to have to fly to shop anyway. Yeah, it was different. Kim said because Kim is there. I think, Kim, you might be in Australia. Where are you, Kim? Kim says the one in Australia is not the same to her. No, it was different, but at least there was some targetness to it. The ones that I was on the Gold Coast, on the East Coast, and it was like that much less home stuff. They didn't have a lot of home stuff. All right. Okay. Not the gas. Wawa. You just go in and get a sandwich. Some of y'all are not using Wawa to its full benefit. Some of y'all Floridians know Wawa as a gas station. It is a food place, right? My Wawa near me had tables outside. They built a Wawa near me with tables outside. And I told everybody. My mom even remembers. She was like, we drove somewhere not too long ago when I was in Delaware. And we drove past my Wawa. She was like, is that the Wawa with the tables outside? It's a food place. It's a place where you go and get yourself a sandwich or a sub made for you. The breakfast sandwiches, if you like a greasy breakfast sandwich, which is my thing, right? And they make good breakfast sandwiches. The pretzels are good. The soft pretzels, very good. But Wawa used to do a heated up chocolate chip cookie. You know, they sell chocolate chip cookies. They used to run the chocolate chip cookie through the sandwich heater upper for that oven. They used to run the chocolate chip cookies through the oven, and you could get a piping hot chocolate chip cookie at Wawa. Their brand stuff is good, right? The Wawa lemonade and the Wawa iced tea and all that. That's good. It's good. And then they sell brands that you just can't get other places. Like if you have Wawa in Florida, you've probably never had Tasty Cake except for in Wawa, right? Tasty Cake is Delaware, is Pennsylvania, is New Jersey. Tasty Cake is a part of our lives, right? It's Tasty Cake is a part of our lives. In Florida, you can get Tasty Cake in Wawa, which is the only place you're going to be able to get it. I miss Wawa. I used to listen to a podcaster who was from near Philadelphia, and he said, and he lives in Colorado, and he said on this podcast one time, "I miss Wawa like a brother," and I was like, "Yeah, I get it." Milkshakes. Some of you only know Wawa as a gas station, and I feel so bad for you. Delaware, this is the thing that Delaware does really well. Our gas stations have good food. We have Wawa and we have Royal Farms. Royal Farms is from Maryland, I think, and Wawa is from Pennsylvania, from Philadelphia. We're right in between. So you can go to a gas station in Delaware and get a good meal, right? I love it. Get you a sub with only what you want. Get you some soup. The soup is very salty, but it's also very good. That chicken noodle soup. They do a crab. Sometimes they have not crab corn chowder. The other one. Is it crab bisque? The red crab. The Maryland crab. Sometimes they have a Maryland crab soup. Enjoy Wawa. M. Adams, my girl in Wilmington, turned me on to, oh, hey, turned me on to Wawa. Yeah, like, I miss it. I miss that. It's always on my list, right? When I'm going back to Delaware, first thing I'm going to do, Wawa and Target. Yes. Coffee, right? Yeah. Yeah. The shorty is the little, yeah, so that you can get the sandwich in various sizes. The shorty is the little one. What is that? It's like 4 inches, right? 4 inches, maybe. Yeah, like the little tiny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get what you want at Wawa. Potato wedges. I can't remember the potato wedges. I know Royal Farms does good potato wedges. My dad likes Royal Farms potato wedges. They should sponsor me. They should. I don't know what the problem is. I love it. I love Wawa, and I enjoyed house sitting in Florida because they have Wawa there, right? I mean, the swimming pools were nice. It was nice to be in a house with a pool, but Wawa was a thing that I really loved about it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Bird in the hand, two in the bush. We finished that one. Did we finish that one? All right. So we're talking about the lies and limiting beliefs that are keeping Black women from embracing ease. The lies and limiting beliefs that make our lives harder. Number one, the lie that hard work pays off, right? Or that you're here to be a hard worker. Number two, the lie that lazy is a 4-letter word, which kind of is the same as number one. Okay. All right. Number three, the lie that Black people are like crabs in a barrel, or the lie that success is a zero-sum game, and if somebody gets something, you can't get it. That's a lie, and it's keeping you in a box, and it's keeping you from living your life. Number four, the lie that a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. Having something is not better than going after something else, especially if the thing you have is not what you want, and the thing that you're going after is the thing that you want. Go after what you want in your life. Your last day is coming. Your last day is coming. Go after what you really want. Now, if you don't know what you really want, I know how to get that. A lot of this, I don't know how to fix. A therapist, some books, somebody else can help you figure out how to fix some of these things. I know how to help you fix if you don't know what you want for yourself in your life. The answer is free time. Free time. Maybe add in some journaling, maybe add in some meditation, maybe add in some yoga or some hiking or something, but free time is the solution. Free time will free up your mind to tell you what you want. What you want I think it's in there. I've had some conversations with some women. We're like, is it in there already or does it come to you? Either way, free time is the gate way. Okay? Free time. Take a sabbatical. So serious. Take an extended period of time where work is not the focus of your life and see if you don't get real clear on what you want. Okay? Those are four, and then we did number 7. The lie that's holding you back is, but I'm exceptional. Is holding you back. But I'm exceptional makes you feel like you need to be always viewed as succeeding in other people's eyes. You don't have the grace or the leeway to fail, which means you don't have the ability to try new things. Believing you're exceptional, believing that you are Black excellence is keeping you from living your real life. All right, and then number 5, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. No, get somebody else to do it. And change your idea of what done right means. Get somebody else to do it. That means delegating. That means getting a coach, getting somebody on your side who can, or get, yeah, somebody who can give you their shortcuts. You don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to do it the long way. Somebody else can do it. I don't have much to say about that. Yeah, free time. Erica says free time is tuning into the frequency where you can hear the message. It's in you and it's out. Okay, thanks, Erica. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out some stuff that I'm moving towards today have always been in me, always been what I wanted for my life. But that doesn't mean I don't know. Does that mean it's like that for everyone? We interviewed Tabitha Brown, and she talked about always knowing that she wanted to be an actor from a very early child, from a very young child. But I think if what happens is sometimes people hear that message and hear those messages. I always wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a book publisher, and I didn't even know really what a book publisher was, right? Sometimes you hear those messages and you're like, well, I don't know my thing, so I don't have it. Or either I don't have, there's no thing for me. There's nothing that I really want that's mine, right? Or I gotta pursue my purpose. I can't rest until, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? What's my purpose? What's my purpose? Calm down, Your Honor. Okay? I don't know if you need to be concerned with your purpose. What is your pleasure? Start there. What is your pleasure? Maybe that will lead you to a purpose and maybe it won't. I think that's okay. You've done some purpose stuff. You've probably done enough stuff in the purpose world. You may not count it, but it counts, right? We just heard from Yvette, Y-E, I forgot, Deetra Yvette. We just heard from her how something that I've done has been helpful, right? You've probably already fulfilled your purpose. You just don't know yet because they haven't told you on the internet, okay? Forget your purpose, all right? We're not worried about our purpose. We live in our dreams. All right. Um, okay. How are things? How are we doing? You don't have to do it yourself. That's a repeat message here. Are we good on that? Okay. I've had some good coaching over the last few weeks or couple months. I have two different coaches. I actually have more than that. I have some coaches, and they've been really coaching me up over the last couple of weeks, over the last couple of months, I guess. And it's been so helpful, right? They've given me some shortcuts. I don't have to do it myself. I have not had to figure things out myself. I'm in group coaching where they together have given me some solutions where I've been like, oh, Okay. Gotcha. Right. I've hosted group coaching where women inside of the community have helped each other. I don't have to know everything because somebody knows the answer to the questions that I don't know. I'm telling you, you don't have to do it yourself. Whatever that looks like for you, you don't have to do it yourself. You can delegate it. You can just drop it. You can bring in help. You can bring in coaching. You don't have to do it. You don't have to figure it out yourself, and you don't have to execute it yourself. Okay? Thinking that you have to figure things out on your own, especially, I think is time consuming and draining, exhausting. It's why we give up because we think we have to figure it out on our own. No, we don't. Go to somebody who's already done it. Shortcuts. Okay? We taking shortcuts. Thank you. Lovely Day 6 says, when did I get my first coach? Good question. I guess Rachel Rock. So I've done small like workshops. I've gone to workshops and stuff from the very beginning since I knew that this was a business, right? I started my YouTube channel June of 2019, and I wanted to do house sitter school pretty right away. I didn't start house sitter school immediately, but I wanted to. I had an idea to. So right away I got coaching on, I went to like one-off coaching sessions. You know, people do workshops and webinars and stuff. I started those right away. I really can't think of the first one that I went to. I think maybe Danielle Leslie was teaching like how to create a framework, and I thought that might be helpful for that. And I went to something of hers, may have been free though, about how to create a framework for your thing, for your what you're teaching. But the first like financial commitment that I put towards coaching, excuse me, was last year, 2 years ago. Had to be 2021. I joined We Should All Be Millionaires, Rachel Rogers' coaching program. And I think around that same time, I did coaching with Jeff Goins on writing. No, that was the next year. 2022, I think, was Jeff Goins' bestseller boot camp. So I'm going to go with We Should All Be Millionaires being the first real money that I put into coaching. But before then, and that was, I'm going to go with October of 2021. And I started my channels June of 2019. But before then, I still went to things, individual one-off things. So-and-so's doing a session on something. So-and-so's doing a set, like I said, Danielle Leslie talks about how to create a framework for your course or whatever. I went to that. I'm sure I went to several things from Amy Porterfield. Amy Porterfield she's like a coach for course creators as well. So over those first 2 years, between the time I started my channel and got into We Should All Be Millionaires, I was going to things, right? I want the shortcut. Tell me the answer. Okay. So right away is the answer. But then within 2 years, I had a consistent, and I was in a coaching program with a consistent coach. Okay. I like We Should All Be Millionaires. Worth it, I think, means can you make your money back or double your money back? So then absolutely it's worth it. Whether you have a business that is just not actually growing, not growing anymore, not bringing you steady clients, or you don't have a business idea at all, or like me, I have a business that's steadily bringing in clients, but I want to be more efficient. I want things to grow. I want to bring on new ideas and right. I want to get the book out. At any level, I think you can make your money back. Now, you have to do the stuff. I'm not the best at going to coaching. Okay, I'm in the coaching program and I use her tools and resources. But it's just been the last few months, I just said, like, just been the last couple of months that I've been going to coaching and using it fully. And still, it's been worth it. So, yeah, I believe so. When I join a coaching program, I want to know, am I going to make my money back? At least double. Like, am I going to make at least double, right? So let's say I'm going to a conference. I'm going to their conference. We Should All Be Millionaires conference is called ROI Summit. And it happens in January in Puerto Rico, which is why I'm flying to Grenada. It's like I'm going to Grenada before I go to Puerto Rico, okay? And then I'm going to that conference. When I see a price of a thing, I'm like, can I make double this money back from what I'm going to learn here? She's very clear and upfront about what happens during her stuff. Some coaches, we talked about this on my other channel. I have a channel called Stephanie Perry Media where I talk about media business stuff. A lot of coaches are really cagey about what they actually teach and what is their framework, what is their methodology, what is their approach. I don't want to pay you until I know what your approach is because I may not want to take that approach, right? If your approach is paid ads, right? I don't really want to learn paid ads, so I'm not going to take your course. Not that I don't want to use them, but I don't want to learn them. I'll let somebody, I want to pay, paid ads is a thing I want to pay somebody to do for me, right? So Rachel Rogers is always really upfront about what is inside of We Should All Be Millionaires and what is happening inside of the conference. I think anyone can make their money back, can make double the expense through her programs. Okay, but you have to use it. You have to do it. You know that. You have to put it into practice. New Life Curator. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Thank you. I don't know Clara Villarosa. Thank you. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Thank you kindly. I don't know her. Let me get her in my, let me meet her. Thank you. Okay. All right. Did we make it through all of them? Hard work pays off? Lie. Lazy is a four-letter word? Lie. I mean, it is, but it ain't. Black people are like crabs in a barrel? Lie. A bird in the hand beats two in a bush? Lie. You have, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself? Lie. Pay somebody to help you. Pay somebody to do it. Pay somebody to teach you. We're not doing things on our own. Speed up the progress. Number 7, we skipped 6. Number 7, I'm exceptional. I mean, it's a lie. I'm exceptional is holding you back. Let's call that a limiting belief and not a lie. But it's holding you back. And also, everyone is exceptional. So it's also a lie. If everyone is exceptional, then you're not exceptional. So it's also a lie. It's a lie and a limiting belief. Okay, so then number 6 is the one I skipped. Nothing in the world is free. That's a lie. Things could be free if we decided they were free. Okay? This community gave $25,000 to artist Maisha Francis, who popped in on my other channel video the other day, or just in the chat. We gave her $25,000 with nothing in exchange, not a thing. Not a thing, not a nickel, not a minute of her time. I wanted to wait. We haven't even interviewed her about her sabbatical. We gave money to Maisha Francis so that she could sabbatical in Rwanda. I haven't even wanted to interview her about her sabbatical because that's not what this was, right? But now it's time. Now that it's been a year, she got the money we sent her the money in January. It's been a year now, so now I think we should interview her. We should talk to her. First, I want to hear about Rwanda. Second, I want to hear about her sabbatical. And third, we want to learn more about her art. So we will have her on. But some things are free if we decide they're free. Okay? It's free if we decide. I just told you there are places where college and university and whatever are very low cost, if not free. It's free if we rearrange our priorities. If we decide it's free. There are places where healthcare is free. Entire countries. Nothing in the world is free is a lie. It's a limiting belief. And you keep perpetuating that, you're going to get more of that. Once we decide that we're going to do things a different way, things are different. Everything is made up. Every system we operate under is made up. We can make up a new system. We can make up a new way. That's the thing we've done here, this community, right? We have money in the account. My phone is in my thing. My phone is in my bedroom. So I've been very lax. After we gave Maisha money, we also sent money to send, we paid for a retreat for Lisa, but I've been very lax on things. Every time we get together and we talk about this, I tell you I'm going to do better, and I haven't done better. One of the things I want to do is pay. I think what I want to do, I think that we could we could generate $100,000 a year towards the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. I think we could. We got 25K in a year and what, 3 months or something? 25K in a year and 3 months. The channel is growing, the community is growing, and now that you know that the money is really going somewhere, right? There's some like hesitation until you know for sure that the money actually goes to a person. Now that I think that we have the ability to get to be on $100,000 a year trajectory, and so I think it may be worth it to pay someone to like manage this thing, because I am failing at that. I listed out some failures, some business failures yesterday or the other day on my channel, Stephanie Perry Media. One of the things I forgot is I'm failing at running the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. I'm failing at it. I think I may need to pay someone out of the money to run it, to grow it. It's a thing I'm thinking about. I haven't decided, right? If it's going to generate 100K per year, maybe we pay someone 20K, a part-timer, 20K to navigate that, to grow it, to market it, to administer it. I've been thinking about it. Y'all know I be thinking out loud. Okay? But I think if there was a person dedicated to it, even 20 hours a month, that can be a 100K per year thing. And paying, if it's going to make 100K per year, I wouldn't have a problem paying someone 20K to get it there. You know what I mean? People don't like that nonprofits and foundations have expenses, but they have expenses. Sometimes we have to pay for the shortcut. We have to pay to get where we want to go. Me being in charge of it, the free labor, right? The free person being in charge of it means it's not growing at the rate it should grow. But maybe investing in a person who administers it, I don't know what you would call that person, the administrator, maybe, or the marketer, I don't know. Maybe that means it grows better. Okay, so I was going to log into my account. The account right now, $9,747.76 in the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. 97.47 and 76 cents in the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. And we haven't taken money out of it since March. So that is 9 months. I should have been able to get to that number faster. 9 months of it. So we're still at $1,000 a month when we should be doubling that by now. We were at $1,000 a month a year and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? I think you understand what I'm saying. So those are thoughts that I've been thinking. Nothing in the world is free is what we're talking about, though. And thank you for your grace. Thank you. You're so kind to me. Thank you for being so gracious with me. While I'm really just thinking out loud. Okay, which is not what you came here to do. But the idea that nothing in the world is free is a limiting belief, and we reject that. Okay, we reject that. Have you ever been given something for free? It can happen. When's the last time people give me gifts all the time. And I gladly accept them. Some of you don't know how to accept free things. That's your problem, okay? But people give me gifts, and I say thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. You say the words that, I'm supposed to say. You didn't have to do that. But really, I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to use it. Right? Nothing in the world is free as false. In fact, more stuff should be free. Education should be free. Healthcare should be free. Housing should be free. If we weren't so caught up on the capital idea of land as a resource or land as a for profit land, if we weren't so tied to for profit land, we could live places for free. We decide what world we live in by the actions that we take. Eternal Abundance says, me too, I get free stuff all the time. Thank you. Right? Thank you. Drive on with your day. Right? So there are free things out in this world. Maybe if you think nothing in the world is free, you've turned down some opportunities for some amazing free stuff. Stop turning down the opportunities. Say thank you. You didn't have to do that. And then drive on. I have a cousin. I told you I have a cousin. We call her Shump. Her name is Cynthia. I have a cousin. We call her Shump. Anytime you see her, she's going to say, I like that, whatever. Can I have it? Ask for what you want. Something in the world is free. Sometimes people give her their stuff. I don't give it. I'm like, no. I only have one pair of earrings. I wear the same pair of earrings all the time. I can't give you my earrings. Then what am I going to have? Naked earlobes. Right? Queen Cat says her daughter is the queen of getting free stuff from people. Something in the world is free. It's free if we decide that that's how things are going to operate. And if we accept it. And if we pour into the system of free things flowing around, right? If we pour into that system, if we embrace that system, then that's the system. All of our systems were made up. Everything we operate under is made up, and we can make up a better way. Okay? Thank you. Is this the same Makita from the, no, that was Makiba. Hi, Makeda. Right? That's that capitalism that did not exist before capitalism. I don't think the selling of land as a commodity or whatever, I don't think that existed before capitalism. I don't think that's how humans operated. I don't think so, right? So the so-called black capitalists out here, what are you doing? Let me get back on track. Let me get back on track. All right. Yeah. Ease, flow, let it flow to you. Let things flow to you. Right? We decide. Felix, our tax dollars go towards bombs and wars in other countries. Ironically, the countries that give their people free education, free health care. We decide what system we live under. And when we decide we want a better system, a new way, when we opt out of the existing system, I think the only way is to opt out. I don't think there's a reform. There's no reformation. I don't think there's reformation in the United States. Now, I don't live in the US anymore. I don't have residency in Costa Rica yet, but I have claims and declared that I now live in Costa Rica, even though I don't have residency. They welcomed me here. I'm here. But in the United States, I don't think there is a reform. I don't think reformation is the answer. I think you've got to opt out of their system. Because as long as you stay within the system, they may give you an incremental bone. They may throw you a bone, but they're not going to start over because there's too much for them to lose. You think they want to lose the power? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I do as little as possible. Okay? I'm not here to give solutions. I'm here to help you write down some things. Some of y'all can work on some of the solutions. No, ma'am. I'm doing as little as possible. Okay? All right. Yeah. Like, what in the world? Yeah, I agree. Too much greed for reform. Listen, I believe, and here's why I don't have sponsors on my channel, okay? I believe that American white people don't have souls. And trying to appeal to them as humans is not a winning battle. You're not going to win that battle. They're not the same kind of people that we are. We have souls, we have consciousness. We feel a connection, a connectedness to one another. Black people feel connected to each other, even sometimes to our detriment, when we're like, you can't, that's a representation of me. What you do represent, right? No, it's not. We feel a connectedness, right, that they don't feel. And so I think opting out is the only way that we are going to be able to create the life or the world that we want. I don't think trying to work within the system is the answer. You decide what makes you feel good, right? What brings you peace. I feel peace about opting out. I wish more of us would opt out, but I also hope that those of you who choose not to opt out, who continue to want to operate within the system, within the United States of America, take a lot of time where you don't. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be, you can dip out for quite a while. I like to see that. Even if I know you're going back to fight and struggle, at least you need extended periods of time where you don't. Be free. Be free. Okay? All right. How did we do? We made it through a list of 7 in like record time. First of all, I don't know how many are on the list now because we've combined 2, we added 1. I don't know. Okay. Hard work pays off. That's a lie. Lazy is a 4-letter word. That's a limiting belief. Black people are like crabs in a barrel. That's a lie. A bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush. That's a limiting belief. Nothing in this world is free. That's a lie. You have to do it yourself for it to be done right. That's a limiting belief. But I'm exceptional. That's a limiting belief. Okay. These things, I hope, these are things that I have worked on or am working on. And I hope that you, any of these that resonate with you, I hope that you take some time. Look at that belief, that lie, and decide if you want to hold on to it or not and figure out how to let go. Again, I don't know how to let go of it. So what I did, hard work was never my thing. So number 1, I didn't have to do work. I didn't have to work on number 1 or number 2. Okay. Well, actually, number 3, the crabs in a barrel. No, I didn't. I've never had that struggle. Bird in hand beats 2 in the bush. Okay, yes, that is one that I've had to work on for myself, right? Hold on to what you have so you don't lose it without at the expense of what you really want. That's how I interpret a bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush. Hold on to what you have at the expense of what you really want out there. Okay? And I just had to let go of the thing and see, right? Let go of the thing and see what is possible. I saw enough people living their dreams, enough unexceptional people, right? Regular people like me living their dreams to know that if they got it, I can get it. If anybody else has that thing that you want, then you can get to it. Maybe it'll take you longer. I don't know. Maybe not. But if it exists in the world, you can get it. It's hard to do this in a reverse mirror camera. If it exists in the world, you can have it. You can get it. So I guess the way that I did that, the way that I got rid of the bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush, limiting belief or lie, was I just put into, I didn't want to live like that. And so I put into practice that I no longer live like that, right? I no longer wanted to hold on to the life that I currently had at the expense of what could be. And then I just did it. I just put it into practice. And it became more and more of a system, more and more of a way that I could repeat it over and over again in different parts of my life. Okay, we've had some super chats that I haven't acknowledged because you know how I am. Okay, so super chats. I hope that you're still here. Word Up Psychotherapy. Thank you for repeating this over and over. I can't get it on the screen. Thank you for repeating this over and over. Crab in a barrel fear has conditioned a great part of my life, but I'm done it. I'm done, dang it. I can read. I'm done, dang it. Feed us. Okay. Yeah. Listen, all of us have been brought up, have been told that. But look at your own life. Like, has that really played out in your own life? It's probably not playing out like that today. If it is, you need to. Is it the crabs or is it the barrel? Okay. If your life is playing out like that today, if right now people in your life are like crabs in a barrel, baby, get out the barrel. Get into the ocean. Get in the water. It's not the crabs, because there's crabs in the water living their lives, helping each other out. I don't know if crabs live in a communal system or not. I don't know if they help each other out or not, but they probably do, right? Get out the barrel, get in the ocean. How are you in community with people? Get into a community of people you like. Thank you for that super chat, Word Up Psychotherapy. Thank you. I appreciate that. The super chat goes into the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. Super chat money goes into the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund along with our what is it called? Patreon. I have a link to the Patreon. Let me link to that in just a second. So thank you very much for that. Hi, Kimani. I'm talking to Kimani today. We're recording a video for later today. Hi, Kimani from Lifting as We Climb Consulting Wellness Services. She says the lies and social programming that do not support our wellness are forms of social control to keep us in our place. Let us reject these lies. They don't serve us or work for us. Reject it. Reject it. Reject some stuff. Okay, these are social if you think of it as social programming, maybe the limiting belief thing didn't hit for you. You know, like limiting belief, I don't know what that is. It's social programming, okay? Reject it. And develop your own, like, program yourself. Program yourself to live the way you want to live. Thank you, Kimani. Hi, Yoli. I hope you're still here. Oh, she's rage quit. So some of it is the thing that I'm on. It's changing the way. It's video game controller throws a face down tantrum in between the words rage quit. Rage quit. It describes the things. I'm on a third party called Ecamm Live. It describes the things instead of just putting the sticker on the screen. It describes the sticker. Rage quit. We're quitting. We're quitting a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, you're still here. Yeah, nothing frees. It frees you. Let that free you. Get over yourself. Let it free you. Okay, let it free you. I coach YouTube, and it's really disheartening, sad. It hurts to see Black women so concerned about what other people think. Especially because you don't even care about them. Those people that you're so concerned with are not your people. They're not your core group, your tribe, your gang, your squad. They're not your squad. But we are controlled. We are so in control. We are so controlled by what we think they're going to think. Get over it. Get over it. Get over yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself. Okay. All right. So I'm going to link to a couple of things before we go, friends. Thank you for spending time here this morning. A couple of things. I want to link to 2 ways that you can support a Black woman's sabbatical. Okay. I believe I should link to these separately. Okay, okay. Be prepared for me to drop a whole bunch of stuff in the chat. Okay. 2 ways you can support a Black woman's sabbatical. Number 1, you can support Alicia Renice's sabbatical directly on her Coffee link. Alicia Renice is here today. Hi, Alicia. She's a member of this community. She is working on her own sabbatical and raising money towards it. She's working on a project called Love Letters to Black Women, which I guess we need to talk about sometime soon because I'm not entirely clear. There's EPs, there's music, right? That's already out in the world, but there's more happening. So you can support Alicia Renice directly on her Coffee link, code-fee.com/Alicia Renice. The link is here. Link is also on her channel. All right. She's working on raising the money to take her sabbatical. Yeah. Sabbatical is an extended period of time where you don't work. As far as we're concerned, right? We're going to define these things for ourselves. And we have determined that a sabbatical is a period of time in your adult life where you don't work, where you don't have a job, right? Where you don't have a job that's bringing you in money, where you have free time and time to work on what you want to do, your projects, your stuff, even if your project is napping, right? It ain't got to be about anything else. So that is one way that you can support a Black woman on sabbatical. You can support Alicia directly. And then also inside the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund, or inside our Patreon, the money, start over. Patreon.com/Vicarious is my Patreon community. And that community's money goes to the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. I just told you there's $9,700 in there now. Before the year was up, I was supposed to get us together and decide who we're giving the next money to. How we still haven't done it. Okay. It's going to happen. The money's going to go to someone. I don't know who, and I don't know when. But it'll hopefully be 25K and sometime kind of soon. Okay? Patreon is not about spending time with me. The Patreon community spends time with itself over on Discord. I am very uninvolved in the Patreon community. I show up sometimes and they're like, oh, nice to see you. Okay? But they're going on about their business because it's not centering me. I'm not at the center of the Patreon community. It's a community of Black women who have centered each other. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's patreon.com/Vicarious. So that's two ways that you can support a Black woman's sabbatical. Thank you for that. Okay, all right, so we talked about some limiting beliefs. Did anyone come away with a thing? Anybody want to share a limiting belief that they have or had that they either worked on or are going to work on? Let me look at some. I asked you that earlier, so let me see if we shared some earlier. Queen P, my limiting belief is that because Stephanie, Rashida, and Adelia have done it so well, there's no need or space for me. That's a limiting belief. I'm destroying that belief this year and working on helping folks get out of the US. That's right. So here's how you can tell if you're still needed. Does somebody still need that service, that help, that message? If somebody still needs that message, you're still needed. Are there messages that we don't still need anymore? Maybe like, there might be enough people learning Morse code because I'm guessing that there's not a lot of demand for Morse code. I might be wrong. I'm guessing there's not a lot of demand for Morse code today. So maybe that's saturated. But pretty much every other thing still needs you. If you are doing it because you want to do it, not because you feel obligated, right? Live your life the way you want to live it, which includes doing the work or the thing that you want to do. There are, how many Black women do you think there are in the US between the ages of, we'll go with 25 to 80? If they're 300, they're what, 350 million people, and 13% are Black, so 7% are Black women. 350 million divided by, no, times point, we said what, 6% times point oh, let's go 7%, 0.07 is 24,500,000. So and then not all of those women are working age. So let's divide that number by, let's go with point. I don't know, 60%, 75%? We'll go with 75%, because I think it's probably close to 75% of us are still working age. Okay, 18,375,000. Okay, so until 18,375,000 Black women have taken sabbaticals, plural, and or moved abroad or have house sat, we don't have it. Rashida and Stephanie and Adelia we don't have it. Okay, we don't. I can't get a million people house sitting. I don't have that. I don't have it. I don't. I got to take naps. I got to do my hair. Right. I've been twisting my hair for 2 weeks. It's still not done. There's still a big old chunk back here that's not twisted. Right. I don't have it. I can't do that. Even if I could, I wouldn't want to, right? There's nothing that is too full for you to get in. Okay, all right. Limiting belief crushed, okay? Maximized money, a limited belief that I have to trade my time to make money. I didn't learn that until, I don't know, I guess 2019. I didn't put that into effect in my life until 2019. And that's how I know that hard work doesn't equal more money. Because there are things, I have a YouTube video. Let me get a real number because I don't know the real number. I'm gonna get into my YouTube studio. I'm gonna tell you. So my YouTube videos take about the same amount of time. There's no, my videos take about the same amount of time. And I've got well over 200, maybe 300 videos just on this channel. Okay. So let's look at that video called Worst Countries. Worst Countries. So there's no time difference. There's not much time difference between one video and another, is what I'm saying. I have one video that has made me $26,259.97 itself, not including the other views it gave me. YouTube pays you part of the ad revenue, right? Ads that play on my channel or during my videos, YouTube gives me a cut of that. This one video has paid me $26,259.97. And it was no more work than any other video on my channel. Took no more time. Okay? Hard work doesn't equal more money. And the amount of time that you put in, having money that is not connected to your time, I recommend it. Right? That video still makes money this month, so it's not doing much right now. The last 28 days, it's made $34. Okay, so it goes up and down. The views on it go. There are times when it's boop, and then times when it's boop. Okay, so this month, when the views are boop, when the views for that particular video are in the dirt, that still made me $34, even though the video is old, since uploaded 2020. 2021, February 2021, right? Having money that's not tied to your time, I recommend it. We all recommend it. Okay. All right. I say again, I'm not exceptional. I'm not an exception. Okay. If I can figure out a way to make money that is not connected to my time, my hours, my labor, over and over and over, you can too. Thank you for that. Let me scroll back. Okay, so you are listing some more. Marissa Price. Oh, wait, that's not a limiting belief. Erica Durrell, limiting belief. I have to sacrifice for all of my family members. It's so hard for me to change this. That idea is the same. I think it's the same idea that these things are supposed to be hard. They're supposed to require a lot of sacrifice, that's how it's supposed to be. What if it wasn't? What if your relationships were reciprocal? What if they gave as much or even more as you give? I'm not here to teach us how to get rid of limiting beliefs because I don't know that. But you know who does. Therapists know that. SA Bound 2023. Hi. My limiting belief was that I should put my husband and children first, which left no room for me. I started therapy, the word, that I started therapy and following groups like this, and I've never been happier. That's wonderful. SA Bound, as in where? South Africa? San Antonio? South America? Where are we going? You have to tell us where we going, okay? Where are we going? There's so many SAs out there. Yeah, right. So I'm glad that you cleared up how you got on this new path. I started therapy and following groups like this, therapy and community, right? Therapy and messaging, therapy and reprogramming. Okay. Lady Sarita, my limiting belief was I can't live outside of the USA because my family doesn't. I already live in a state that my family doesn't live in. You don't see them people anyway. If you move someplace else out of the country, they may be more likely to visit you in the other place than they are in the place you're in. Okay? Limiting belief. Not the truth. It's not the truth. It's just a box you created, and you can burn that box, tear that box down. Mimi Slow Travel says, a limiting belief I'm working through now is that I won't be able to afford a life of long-term slow travel. If you can make money, you can make money, right? Like you've already proven you know how to make money, right? You ate. We were in coaching all week long. You seem like you were eating food. Food right now costs money, so that means you already know how to make money. So there's no reason that what you've done is so exceptional that you can't do it again in a different way, right? Good. I'm glad that you recognize that that's a limiting belief. That's not the truth, right? It's not the truth that you can't do XYZ. It's just a limiting belief. Okay, good. We got any new ones? Let me get those were from earlier when I asked for them earlier. Anything else? No. WS. Trying to do with fearless fun. WS. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The Fearless Fund was sued. Is this the company that was sued because they said for Black women? Listen, you cannot, I don't think we can appeal to other people's sense of decency and humanity. I don't know if they have it. South Africa, that's why I think the answer is opt out, create what you want. Create what you want for you and yours. And us, I'll be there too, thank you. Okay? Opt out and create what you do want. Because I don't think appealing to other people's sense of decency it's just falling on deaf ears. It's just a sounding brass. It's just a tinkling cymbal, right? All right. Okay. How did we do today, friends? How did we do? I think we did great. Like I said, Kimani and I are talking in about an hour, so I need to stop, get some breakfast, and move on to part two, round two of my day. This is a full work day for me. A full work. I have some coaching after that, and some other stuff. Got to do some newsletters and stuff. So I have a full work day today. So thank you for sharing your Saturday morning with me, or not Saturday morning. Depends on where you are in the world. For some of you, this is Saturday afternoon, and maybe Saturday evening for some of you. But thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in this conversation. Thank you very much for taking in what you took in, right? Thank you for taking it in and listening for yourself and being open to this a different way of approaching your life. I appreciate that so much. Also, thank you for not leaving when I yell. Okay? Thank you for not hanging up on me when I start yelling. You know, I get excited. Okay, I don't know. I gotta find. Is there a B12 for that stops you from yelling? I've been taking vitamin B12 very inconsistently. But is there a B12 that stops you from yelling when you get excited? Because I I need that. Thank you for not leaving. Thank you for showing me grace as always. Remember to show yourself that same grace, the same way that you don't expect any perfection from me, right? You don't expect anything from me except that I'm going to be myself fully and that I'm going to be human, a person, right? Please give yourself that same grace. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you again for the super chats and for the money that goes into the sabbatical fund. I don't know. Okay, I've promised every month that before the month is over, we're going to find out who we're going to get together. I don't know. Okay, I do have help now. I do have an extra person. Celeste, who I kind of dodged for the last couple of days, but I need to holler. One of the things I need to do today is holler at Celeste. So maybe we'll get the time on the calendar. I'm going off topic. Thank you is what I'm saying. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, if not before then. And if you're going to bring, if I can bring you, if I can ship some stuff to your Miami house, and you can bring it to Miami Airport, my Miami Airport Hotel on January 7th. Email me, Stephanie@vicarious.com. Okay, thank you kindly. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. Happy December. Yesterday, there was a little parade of something going by here yesterday. It's Christmas. It's warm out here, but it's Christmas. Happy December, guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here.